Damn, I really don't have no friends. 50. However, that does not make you grown. Blocking people, fake shit, I'm doing this, no more this. No. What's up, guys? In this Buy One Can't Hear back at again with another YouTube video for y'all. If you're new to my channel, my name is Kendall from Wisconsin. I'm 19. I'm fruity. Yeah. Now, if you just made it to this channel, you know what I'm saying? My channel consists of about spiritual videos, vlogs, and mukbangs. But no matter motherfucking video, it's something lit motherfucking vibes. Yeah. Before we get into this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn notifications on. So, I was just sitting here thinking like, damn, like, because I got a notification on my phone about, because I've been seeing people do this little trend where it's like, things I hated about my life in 2023, things I regret, stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? Let me do my video, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do a little spin around, a little spin off, a little Disney Channel shit to it, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, well, things that, I ain't gonna click back, y'all. I was gonna say that, but I was like, no. Because 2023 taught me a lot, so, and I went through a lot of shit, especially mentally, spiritually, all that. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just go with things I liked about my life in 2023. I'm finna just start off, because this video gonna be real, raw, uncut, all that shit. Well, it's gonna be cut, but like, y'all know I don't really cut shit out. I give it to y'all real. Y'all tell how it is. 2023 was a lot. Where do I even fucking start? My relationship, family, friends. Let's start with the main one. 2023 was a lot for me with my family. 2023 really moved me in a direction I really didn't think I was gonna have to go. But it taught me a lot of self-perseverance and growth. It showed me, whether I wanted to realize it or not, that being at peace is okay. You really have to make choices, regardless of, you know what I'm saying, who it is, to get your peace. Like, if you sit over here stressing and shit like that, for people that, you know what I'm saying, they claim they love you, they support you, and they're here when you don't feel like that, and you're addressing this to people, you know what I'm saying, and they're not willing to respect your boundaries and give you that, you know what I mean? I had to cut off a lot of my family, all of my family. One thing I really realized about, especially black families in general, like people feel like, black people especially feel like they don't gotta respect your boundaries. They feel like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of black families don't even believe in depression and mental health. And my family specifically, you address the shit that you've been going through, and nobody really hears you for real. My decisions came down to moving out, and I really felt like I was something like, I was like, damn, I really wasn't planning on doing, but it drove me to that because it was like, especially like a relationship with my mom. I love being around my mom. I love going to the grocery store with her and being around her. The night I had to leave, that was striking me because I kept getting messages all around me like, you need to go, but I was like, no, I can work things out. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person understand, and shit just didn't go that way. And it took a lot from me because it was like I kept coming back, mend the relationship, and like just start over. But one thing y'all have to realize is like when somebody doesn't want to change for themselves and better themselves, it's like, what can you really expect for your relationship with that person if they don't even want to do that for themselves? So it really struck me to like, go. And the only person I really had supporting me in my corner was the few friends that I had around that time. My boyfriend that I just met, we was only together for, well, a couple months. We was talking, I don't think we made a relationship yet. I think we was like seeing each other here and there. Well, I ain't gonna here and there, it was like every day. But it was like, I had nowhere to go. I went through a lot. And me and my boyfriend alone with his family, and just, it was just so much. And because I met my boyfriend in 2022 going into 2023, so it was like January, okay, my mom's birthday, my birthday. That was the first birthday I ever been spent also no family, and it was literally just me and my boyfriend. And I think I was still finding a job around that time. I had a lot of jobs. I was off and on jobs. I was door dashing a lot. I ain't had no money on. All about this, still trying to push out YouTube videos and it was just a lot for me mentally to soak all in. A lot of people stepped out of my life as my friends, and that hit me really big. Like, damn, like, cause I'm thinking, okay, like, I still got these two people, these couple people. Cause already into my high school year, all of my friends turned out weird as shit. I had to leave them and step out of that because so many people like were trying to manipulate me to make me feel like, oh, you're the issue, you're the problem. But it was like they didn't realize how toxic they were and how my boundaries weren't respected. And when I spoke up about that, it was like no one's was like, oh, well, you're doing this, you're this way. People really project on you so much for you to like realize like, damn, like these people around me are causing me to make me feel the way I do. And you already like are trying to protect yourself and like, okay, like I want to get here for myself. And when people don't understand you on that level of, you know, consciousness, it's like they're in their space in their mind of like ego, fear. Like, no, like, because if you look at those people, like, damn, they have all these people around them. They don't quite understand what it really feels like to want to grow, and you really need time alone by yourself to, you know what I'm saying? When you take everybody out of the circle and look at how do you feel? Do you feel loved? Do you feel cared for? Do you feel protected? Do you feel like, okay, if I was going through something right now, would this person still be around? And if you tell yourself no, and you know no, deep down inside, you know what I'm saying? That's where it's time to go. And that's just something I had to realize for myself. And I had like one friend around that time. Well, no, two friends. One of those friends I thought was like, damn, okay, she's in a healthier space. Two, well, she's trying to get somewhere with her life. She's in therapy. That's something I want to do for myself. That person still turned out being weird. And I fought so hard trying to keep people in my life and try to be like, okay, like, damn, maybe it's something wrong with me, or maybe it's something I'm doing. Maybe my expectations and standards are too high. And no, it's really not that, because the person that has provided me everything that was really not hard to ask for was my boyfriend. My boundaries were respected, and right there showed me was like, okay, if one person do it, like all of them do it. It's not like I ask much from people. It's not like I actually, you know what I'm saying, to talk to every day, be here with me every day. You know what I'm saying? I just like some company, and you know what I'm saying? When I feel like, damn, I need a friend, it ain't saying you don't have that friend. I was disappointed by a lot of people, and I was making excuses. You know what I'm saying? 2023 really made me like, damn, I really don't have no friends. And that's where going into this new year made me realize that's okay. And it took a long time to realize that, because I was feeling sad. I was feeling down a lot, like, damn, I just moved out. I had to move out, separate myself from my family. I have these two last friends left. This other one's acting strange. I have one left, lives in the city where I don't get to see her like that. Well, I had another one. Okay, so all in total, y'all, I had 3 friends left. One I had to cut off because she just became very... I didn't realize it at the time that this certain friend was jealous of my relationship. And, you know, because you're thinking like, no, why would my friend be jealous of my relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not thinking nothing of it. Because, like, when you don't really want to, like, face the truth, you be making excuses for people like, nah, that shit ain't adding up. This person got this person. They going through this, and they just, you know what I'm saying? When you really realize that the big picture, like, people be thinking you have everything, but you really don't. Like, you be having what you have, and they don't be realizing what they have, and then they be low-key envious. And it was like, I had to cut that friend off. That made me feel sad, because it was like, damn, like, this person here was here with me through all this shit I was going through. 2 friends left. The one I was in therapy, whatever, started acting strange. I had to cut her off. I even invited her to the new job I was at. She came there. I'm thinking like, you know, I'm helping somebody. We going through like this same thing, so she gets it. There's no really way like, okay, they could turn out weird or fake, because it's like, they've been real. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was like my first friendship in a while from all the toxic bonds that I have. It was a lot of trauma bonding I had with people. I had a lot of just friends that were... I was always looking for friends that was like similar to me. And then it was like, when you realize that, like, but you have to take accountability for you are your external world. Like, the energy that's around you is a part of you as well. Like, I didn't realize at that time, like, damn, I had toxic habits. So when I looked at the friends that I had, it was like, okay, this makes sense. And so when I started to grow and outgrow them, you know what I'm saying? You realize, like, damn, we were only friends because I was like that at a time. And then it was like, now I'm in a space I'm in, a way more healthier space than I was, I would say. Now, I don't really look at situations like, this makes me sad, I want to cry all the time. This makes me feel lonely, like, because at the end of the day, people are going to move how they want to move. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that will show you that they want to be around you will show you that they will put forth the effort. You don't have to ask them. You don't have to be like, oh, are you still my friend? Or, you know what I'm saying? You did it. No. Them people will be there for you. And that last year just showed me just so much about people. It showed me so much about myself. One of the biggest things I went through was having nobody around, just my boyfriend. I went through everything together. Car problems, money problems, switching jobs, all that shit. I worked at a lot of toxic ass jobs. I was going to jobs thinking, okay, like I tried some factory jobs. I tried Amazon, y'all. That shit stressed me the fuck out. I started there. I was like, let's go back. You know what I'm saying? I did a little 40 hours a week. Peak season came. I had no time for myself, no time to sleep. Literally, I'd get off work, go home, sleep for a couple hours, have like an hour or two to get ready and feel like I'm at home, and then go straight to work and do that for I think it was like, I worked like 4 days a week, and then it was like 11-hour shifts with peak, and then I had 3 days off, and it was like, that shit was miserable, and the energy was draining. But the people I did come in contact with at Amazon, though, taught me a lot about my current situation I was going through, like a lot of my mom, because I saw myself falling into another depression from that still, but it was a little different the way of my depression when I was first depressed. It was like, you know, that type of feeling where you don't want to eat, you know what I'm saying, you just don't want to be here. And that was like during, what was that like? Yeah, it was like around COVID when I first came out. That was my first depression. And then this depression hit me, was like, I saw myself falling into a pattern again, like with me feeling like, oh, I'm lonely, I don't have no support, no, you know what I'm saying? And then people reached out to you, my family reached out to me, trying to still manipulate me, trying to make me feel how they feel. No one's really hearing me out on my story and the things that I was going through with my mom. Physical, mental, verbal abuse, people not taking accountability. It was just so much, y'all. It was so fucking much. And I just didn't think that I was like 18 around that time, 18 years old, that I wouldn't have my mom here with me. And I know that I wouldn't really have to go on here and tell all my business and shit, but I realized something this year too, was like, I have a platform to reach people. I have a voice to really speak out, and there's hella people around here going through the same thing. And from my stories and my messages that I put out, of the shit I be going through, it has reached people. And I love that I saw that for last year, because there was people in my comments like, I thank you for telling your story and shit. I put one on the screen. That comment really touched my heart for real, because it was like, damn, like, I didn't think that my little, like, you know, well, I ain't gonna belittle myself. My channel, with my growth right now, the amount of subscribers that I have, somebody would be touched and, you know, resonate with the shit I be going through. Because I be thinking like, damn, ain't nobody going through this. Ain't nobody had to cut all their family off. Ain't nobody ain't got no friends. Like, I feel like I'm crazy. Like, I feel like I'm the only one that has gone through this. Like, everybody, like, they have their parent that's here for them, support them, and I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, this friend got this people with them, and it was like, you know what, I just realized that just shows how strong I am, because it was just like, nobody could be able to go through the things that I'm going through for real. Like, everybody's path is different, and 2023 really exposed how much strength I have in myself to really hold down the shit I was going through mentally. Like, it was a lot of shit that could have really had me like, damn, like, I don't have my mom here with me. Like, I thought about that shit every time I drove past my old house. You know what I'm saying? Memories of my mom. Me trying not to manifest in places. She's gonna pop up. And mentally, I saw myself. And it was affecting my relationship a lot too. It was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like I don't have this love to give because I'm not receiving that love. Like, a love from your mom and your parent feels like no other. You know what I'm saying? Just waking up. And I wrote a lot in my visual diaries and stuff, and telling a lot about the stuff I was going through. But if you tuned in, you know. If you don't, shit, watch them. You might, you know what I'm saying, learn something. It was just like, damn, I don't have my brothers, but I really felt like for a long time, even growing up, like, I didn't really have support for real from my middle brother. And it was just like, you know, when I really stepped outside of it, it was like, we don't really know each other as a person for real. I felt like I was knowing more people than they knew about themselves. Like, how I was getting treated, you know what I'm saying, and the things that affected me and everybody else. Like, the biggest thing I saw in my family was like, a lot of them really don't know how to cope with their feelings and their emotions in a healthy way. People will try to make you feel like you're a bad person when you make a healthy choice to separate yourself and take that time alone to be like, hey, let me figure out my thoughts, figure out my mental, my anxiety. I started journaling. I got into therapy. Therapy also taught me a lot. I learned a lot of things on like how my mind and how I thought affected the bonds I was attracting. Like, I used to think very negative about ways and a lot. Like, I used to see myself as like, okay, well, I think like this, I want to do this, so why are people doing this? It's not just that I needed to realize. I needed to realize that people are different. People are coping in the ways they know how to as well. People will be people, and you know, everybody is still learning and growing along the way. Now, it's with their understanding and their open-mindedness to you is what will affect whether you guys still have a bond. Like, this person can be going through something that you may not understand, or, you know what I'm saying, be feeling at the time. But as long as, okay, you give them their space and you're like, okay, well, I'm here for you, without pushing it, like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying, well, if you're not talking to me, you're not, you know what I'm saying, we're not talking. That right there isn't healthy. And that's what a lot of my family tried to do. And it was like, I realized that from a while and a long time ago, people, like, I just didn't understand of like why I was being treated so badly. I even tried to look at the ways I was like, well, you know what? That was a manipulation and shame that people try to make me feel like, okay, you're not coming around, you're not being here. And it's like, why would I want to be around people that's hurting me and abusing me? You know what I'm saying? And people think that the abuse is always physical. It's mental and it's verbally too. Like, yeah, like, you can't take back the things you say to somebody. You can't be like, oh, well, it is what, like, it's just like the ignorance with it. Like, you can't be like, okay, well, I hurt you, it is what it is, and not change. Like, I wanted change for the better. I wanted permanent change. I wanted to sit down and talk. I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, express how I felt, and everybody just wanted to act like it didn't happen. And that's where I'm like, okay, well, I didn't act like it didn't happen. I have real feelings. That's my inner child hurting, and I felt like I needed that closure from my family. And that's why I needed to learn that closure is not for that person. It's for you. And if a person can't give that to you, you need to get that for yourself. And that's separate from without that person there. That is with exploring yourself. And I did different activities with myself and with my shadow work. And I still want to finish my shadow work book this year too. But I learned a lot with fighting things. I learned that's what I can't do for myself, is fight these things. You need to process it, realize it, feel it, and transform it. Not let it go. Because it happened. It did. And you need to feel it. express it and turning it into something positive. That is a tool that I learned for myself, just aside from therapy, but from a lot from like experiences with people and seeing that. Oh, because I was just like, damn, like no one understands what I'm going through. And as long as you understand what you're going through and what you need to do anything for yourself in a positive way, a healthy way, to turn that pain into something beautiful. I started to love myself more. I started to express myself more. I'm able to look at how the ways and how I'm treating myself. Like, it was a lot of shame and guilt that I held for a long time about the situation with my mom and my family. I was just feeling so bad for not answering the phone, not texting, not reaching out. Felt bad when, you know what I'm saying, people would block me, and then I'm supposed to just be here when they're gonna reach out again. It's like, why am I sitting on my mind mentally waiting for you to change and for our bond to be healthy again, when it's like, I'm doing the work, it's their time to do the work. It just taught me so much, and I learned that people are gonna be people. You're gonna be you. But with age does not acquire wisdom. Well, is that what I'm trying to say? Okay, so no. Okay, rephrase that, y'all. Don't take that bad. Like, don't mean it for real. Like, no. But what I mean by that is that just because, okay, you turn 40, 50, however, that does not make you grown and you know everything. The smartest people in this world know everything but know nothing. And what I mean by that is you're constantly educating yourself. You're constantly learning and growing without feeling like, I know that, I've been that, I've done that. Because you'll constantly meet people and be in situations where you'll learn something new. Something will grow. Like, damn, I didn't know people think like this. I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying, you can go through this. I didn't know that this will happen to me. I didn't know that I would feel this way. And that's just a way that you have to expand your mind and grow for the better, because you'll get to yourself so in this like straight lane, low, there's nothing else around me. The world is so big. There's so many range of emotions and feelings to one person, and you don't know everybody. You don't know, like, you can be thinking you know somebody for half your life, all your life and shit, and you really don't know them. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. We're still learning and growing to know everybody every day. That's just something I learned to apply to my relationships, how I treat people, new bonds, and to really just shed this skin from me. And I love that I'm able to do that now, because that gives me better opportunities and projects on my channel now. Because now I feel comfortable opening up talking about stuff that I didn't think, like, oh, what if this person sees this? What if my family watches this video? What if this? So what? So motherfucking what? You know what I'm saying? You know, you're willing to grow. And I'm willing to grow. And because, you know, I was thinking like, oh, I just need to move away. I need to separate myself. You know, separation did help me. And I did learn a lot. Like, I learned a lot of things in isolation right now. I'm in this like hermit mode, y'all. And it's where it's like, I'm educating myself, I'm reading more, creating more, instead of just contemplating and sitting in one place just in this limbo mode. I can't wait to this year when I do move, but what I've learned to do right now is move my mindset, change my mindset to where, you know, it's okay that my family's here not talking to me. It's okay that I don't have any friends. It's okay, because I do have support. You know what I'm saying? He with me every single day with me. My dog, like, he's here with me. Life is still gonna continue on. That's where I think is the end for me with my whole recap of last year. This year, my plans are to just keep going. You know, I'm not gonna be like one of them bitches where they be like, oh, 2024, I'm blocking people, fake shit, I'm doing this, no more this, no more that. You still gonna be doing what you did, and it's okay. It's okay. Now, what I'm doing for myself is just like, okay, I have these things I want to get done, but I'm not putting a date on it. Like, oh, I need to finish this by this time. I need to do this by that. Because that sets in your mind, rush. And there's no genuine quality to what you're crafting. And I mean, like, I have so much of my life ahead of me. I'm 19 years old. I'm gonna be 20 in February, but it's like, that's still even a big change to me. Like, damn, I'm gonna be 20. Like, this shit's crazy. I remember I was 16. 17 was supposed to be the best birthday for me. It was supposed to be where I thought at that time 17 was just like this big number, and then it ended up like that. And that's okay. It's okay. And I forgive myself for accepting a lot of the pain. Well, you know, you gotta accept pain. You gotta accept it. It happens. You can't control it. You can't block it out. You have to accept it. But I accept myself for going through what I did. And now I see myself, you are strong for what you went through and not weak for putting up with what you put through, sacrificing shit that you don't have to sacrifice, being the bigger person on top of being the bigger person when you already were the bigger person. You were the bigger person, been trying to fix bonds that you didn't have to fix. You already put the effort, you already gave the love, I was overplaying my part. And that's okay for me to now be me, do me. That is gonna not only accept and bring in more love for myself, but attract what I am. And shit, this ain't the only place to make friends. This is the only place to, like, I'm gonna meet people like just like me. I'm gonna meet people that don't expand. I'm gonna meet people that are different. I'm gonna meet people one day, you know what I'm saying? But right now, I know what I need to do right now. And that's what my focus on right now is creating and expressing and being, you know? Not being in here all the time. Not, you know what I'm saying, thinking back to this in my past. It happened. This year is gonna be big. I'm gonna be big on YouTube. I'm gonna be big with my art. Right now, I'm just like kind of just trying to balance right now with my art, my spirituality, job. So right now, I'm just getting back on track, finding this, like, you know, ground, this foundation. And I'm gonna find that this year, you know. This year, I know this is the age of Aquarius. This is my year for my sign, Aquarius, then dog. And yeah, we shouldn't be going up to that way. Like, I ain't gonna put a number on it, but we're gonna grow big as fuck this year on my channel. It's gonna be big for real. I'm putting it into the universe. Ashe. We let this channel bring in abundance, tons of followers and subscribers that need to hear this message, that, you know what I'm saying, look up to me and are just like me and love being here on this platform. That's our goal for this year. Utilize my talents for real. I just love how I went live on TikTok the other day and I reached so many people that need for me to guide them. This year's gonna be dope and it's gonna be a good year. Still dealing with financial problems. You know, my other car needs its front axle replaced. It's okay. Hurdles and obstacles are gonna happen this year, but I'm forever gonna get over them. You know what I'm saying? Shit is temporary. But me and my soul and my healing journey is permanent. But I want to know y'all plans for this year and shit y'all went through and achieved last year or lessons that you learned. Let me know all in the comments. That's a wrap for this video. I love y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for, you know what I'm saying, clicking this video. Even if you watched 30 seconds of it, you saw my face. I appreciate it too. All my haters, my ops. Any of my family watching, I appreciate y'all watching too. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all for that. Still gonna give me clout. Still gonna give me a view, you know what I'm saying? See them analytics in my app, all that shit. But leave a thumbs up. I just choked on my spit, y'all. Like I said, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, turn notifications on, and I'll be back for another video, you know what I'm saying? Don't be crying or getting your little feelings, get your little tissue, little... Yeah, but y'all know what to do. Alright, bye y'all.